Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for being so consistent. In today's video, I am talking about 5 ugly truths about Liberia. Yes, 5 ugly truths about Liberia. I love this country so much, and that is why I keep talking about certain things in hopes of them being solved. So this video is based on my experience in Liberia so far. So please feel free to share your experience in the comment section without being rude. Thank you all so much. Let us just get right into this video. The first thing on this list is education. So recently, a lot of young people have been making progress, immense progress, in order to help transform the education sector in Liberia, and I respect that. I believe in them. I also believe that we have a long way to go. The education sector in Liberia still needs to be worked on. So a lot of young people in Liberia are always fighting to leave Liberia. And I have asked some of them because they're my friends, even though they don't want to be on camera, but they have told me that they want to leave Liberia because of quality education. Now, it pains me a lot to hear that Liberians think they have to leave Liberia to get good education before coming back to the country to make significant change. It shouldn't be like that. I mean, maybe in some sectors, yes, but not in every sector. We should have things in Liberia that we can learn from, things that can help shape us into the people we want to be, and still not have to leave Liberia just because we want to have quality education. Maybe just because we want to add something over the quality education we've already acquired in our home country. That should be the goal, right? Or am I just funny? Liberia, a senior student, a senior university student, is still being asked not to leave the classroom when the instructor is teaching to use the bathroom because the instructor doesn't like it. Like, how does that make sense? I mean, this is a university. I am a senior student. I want to leave to use the bathroom, and you're telling me not to go? And when I leave, I'm not allowed back into the class? Why do some of these instructors think that they own students in Liberia? I think one of the main reasons why the education sector is so backwards in Liberia is because people are just there because of the money and not because they love what they're doing. I mean, students learn at different paces. You do not expect a fast learner like me to learn slowly, and you do not expect a slow learner to learn as fast as I will. It doesn't make sense. Some people think that there are 3 easy ways to make money in Liberia: education, church, politics. And they have proven to be factual. So, to all of the instructors, if you're watching this video and you're teaching in Liberia or in any other African country, please do better. The students you're teaching today, Liberia depends on them to make this country better. So please understand that students come from different backgrounds. They're dealing with different struggles. You have to understand your students if you want to teach them something that they can apply when they leave the walls of the university. Thank you. Now, the next thing on my list is bribery. I did a video a while ago about some ugly truths about Liberia, and someone commented under the video saying bribery is normal in Africa. And you want to know the sad part? The sad part is that he was right. Bribery has been normalized in Africa. Let me not just talk about Africa, let me talk about Liberia, since this is where I am situated and this is where I have experienced bribery at its finest. Let us forget about the government for a minute and talk about different sectors in Liberia. People always think they can bribe their way out of things in Liberia. And they're kind of right. With the right connections and good money, You can bribe your way out of almost anything in Liberia. It is pathetic and it disgusts me a lot. I believe that we can do better. Students are bribing their instructors to get grades, patients bribing doctors, keke, motorcyclists bribing police officers. Like, it doesn't stop. If we want, before we even talk about the government that is currently doing whatever it is that they want to do to this economy that we have in Liberia, yeah, heavy. Yeah, to talk about it heavy. Let us just talk about how we as citizens, we need to hold ourselves accountable. One main problem in Liberia is the fact that we like to hold others accountable for their actions, but we don't like to hold ourselves accountable. It starts with us. It starts at home. You have to hold yourself accountable for the actions that are indirectly or directly affecting the growth of Liberia. So if you're in school and you're bribing instructors and you think you have the right to put mouth on the government, it doesn't make sense because you're also bribing your way out of something. You're using money to get something. So what ground do you have to talk about corruption? Like, make it make sense. You don't have any ground because what you're doing right now, you think it is little. It is little compared to what others are doing. But what happens when you graduate? What happens when you leave school? What happens if you cannot represent your university or represent your country outside? Then people start to generalize that Liberians don't know anything. So what you're doing might not be affecting Liberia at the moment, but it might affect Liberia in a few years to come. So we have to start holding ourselves accountable if we want to work collectively to move Liberia forward. The third thing on my list is safety. Now, I said this before and I'm saying it again. Liberia is safe based on how you visit. So in Liberia, I don't play with my phones on kekes. I don't play with my phones when I'm on motorcycles or bikes. So the reason is simple. When you just pick up your phone in the keke driver will start telling you, take on your phone. That's the clear warning. Even other passengers in the keke will start telling you, take down your phone. So you have to take down your phone. You have to take down your whatever valuable that you have. Like many other countries, even though it is sad, people aren't robbing Liberia and they do horrible things as well. In all seriousness, most of the times you realize that some of the people who are checking things, who are hurting others because they want money that they have not worked for, are disadvantaged youths. So these young people have been exposed to things like illegal drugs, and they start at home. They start stealing from their parents. Once they don't have the way, once they don't have a way to steal from their parents anymore, they carry to the streets. They become brave enough, and they keep going. If they don't have money to support their bad habits, they try to take money forcefully from other people. It is sad and frustrating, I know. So if you ever visit Liberia, make sure to be on your guard, stay safe, and yeah, have fun too. The fourth on my list is bad roads. Now, this is kind of strange because when you're going Mangibi, Bomi County, Banga, well, Banga, Bomi County, and Ganta, you realize that the road is paved through those counties. Even Bomi, Grand Cape Mount, they don't really have paved roads. But Bomi, they have like a paved road going straight to Todmanberg. Now, I am saying this because Monrovia, sorry, Miami, is supposed to be the capital city. How do we have like good roads going to some of these counties and we have like bad roads in Monrovia? It doesn't make sense. Like even when rain falls heavily in Liberia, you see Freeport is flooded. You know, since I started doing YouTube and decided that I want to do travel vlogs, I have realized that I spend most of my time reading about tourism. And one key thing that a country needs in order for their tourism to be boosted is good roads, good and safe roads. So if you have good roads, people can use those roads to visit counties, because trust me, Liberia is not Monrovia, and I have a whole video coming out about this. There are a lot of beautiful parts outside of Montserrat, outside of Monrovia, that people don't get to see because before you go there, say they will take out your they will take out your baby, or it will hurt you. And when you go, instead of you enjoying yourself, you'll be thinking, if we start going back and leave here, you see. So this is something that can be worked on, and I believe we're going to have good roads, good and safe roads in Liberia, and that is really going to help the tourism sector. The fifth thing on my list is the mindset. Now, this is the most important part. In order for a man to be successful, I believe that his mind has to work smartly. Now, you see, the thing is, in Liberia, most people don't have the luxury to think about how they can make the country better, because they're busy thinking about where their next meal is going to come from. I am in my sociology class and we are doing practical development. That is about going out to different communities and helping them do community engagement, to projects that are going to benefit the community. Recently, we visited Sendwave community, one of the poorest communities in Liberia, and it just really, really hurt me that people are they're throwing debt, the same place they're cooking, the same place they're defecating, the same place they're sitting to lecture, the same place they're bathing their children. It is traumatizing to even see, to imagine those who are living in that situation. Like, my instructor told us a story about an older man in Liberia who is a security guard in Liberia. Now, this old man makes 25 USD at the end of every month. Mind you, 25 USD, that one way transportation for me to go to school. Even if I'm using bus, you should know. Transportation that one is similar in Liberia. Then imagine a man that is old, a man that has a family, is making 25 USD at the end is making 25 USD at the end of every month. And according to my instructor, when he reached out to the guy to see where he lives, he said it brought tears to his eyes because he realized that a human shouldn't be able to live in that deplorable condition. And even hearing about the story, I wanted to cry. So imagine, back to the mindset issue. Imagine a man who makes 25 USD at the end of every month. And let's just say election is coming around and a politician reaches out to that man and gives him 100 USD. Now 100 USD is 3 times more than what he makes at the end of every month. And that politician gives him a bag of rice or 2 bags of rice. Now who do you think that man is going to vote for? The politician, right? Because we always talk about how people are not ready to move forward. Sometimes it's not that they're not ready to move forward. How are they going to move forward when they are being put into the system? They are being put in systems where these politicians can use money, use food to get their votes. It's like you have this person who knows how to teach you how to fish, but this person doesn't want to teach you because they want you to keep begging them for fish. Right? You getting the logic? I don't know if I'm making sense, but I think I'm making sense to myself. So yeah, Liberia is a beautiful country, mind you. We have a lot of natural resources and a lot of touristic sites. Some are yet to be developed, and others are undergoing wonderful developments, like Patawi Waterfalls. So beautiful now. I just want people to understand that we have to talk about these things. We don't hate Liberia. I love Liberia. I really do. But we have to talk about these things. Tourism is one thing that can make Liberia get there. But in order for tourism to really pick up, for people from different countries to start visiting Liberia every time, and not just because of work, we have to make these things available. Electricity, good and safe roads, and just work on the bribery issue. And together, we can work collectively to make this country better. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you're new, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and tap the notifications bell. I love you all so much. And if you would like to support this channel, my Sendwave number is in the description box. I love you all so much.